Adventure submarine ride. So this is a new ride opening here at Legoland California Resort this summer. We're shooting for early July. So what's going to happen is guests are going to onboard a submarine and take a 4-minute journey around the ride you see behind me. But just some highlights about this ride. It is an interactive experience. So there's going to be touch screens in each submarine that guests can kind of communicate with the Lego divers underwater and increase their exploration level. So what they can be is a junior, a senior, or a master explorer. And they get this by using the touch screens to complete a treasure hunt. So what they're going to see underwater are Lego gems, coins, and pearls underwater. And they're going to use the touch screens to complete this treasure hunt. And throughout the journey, they're also going to see more than 2,000 real sea animals. So real sharks, real rays, tropical fish, those are all going to be going around them while the ride is happening. And of course, we are at Legoland California Resort, so there's Lego models in the ride.
A little bit about what has gone into making this to this point. It's a 10-month construction schedule approximately. You average about 60 workers on site per day, and it adds up to over 100,000 man hours going into build this. There are a total of 8 submarines, each weighing about 22,000 pounds. And one cool fact about the submarines is they half float and half are supported by the structural steel behind us. And you see this is provided by Mack Rides out of Germany. And our boats came on a slow boat all the way around and to us here in California.
So although it is a ride, it is also an aquarium. So as you go through your adventure ride, you will also see live animals along your journey, which is really cool. This is the first interactive exhibit like this in the United States that we have, and the 4th within our park. So we will have over 2,000 fish in this tank. It's really exciting. We're going to have various sharks and stingrays and a couple thousand other fish that are actually native to Australia, along with some other animals that I've sustainably brought in or collected from local aquariums here in the US that were raised in captivity. So along your journey here, you'll start in the area that we are right now. This is the loading area, and you'll travel in a clockwise direction around the tank, which will walk around the whole perimeter. We're just going to walk backwards. So as you guys just came through here, you'll go through an air curtain that actually gives you a visual barrier. I've turned off the bubbles so you can see to the bottom of the tank and get an idea of what it actually will look like. It's 7 feet deep here and 10 feet deep in the deep end, and there is currently salt water in the tank. We've actually already heated it and added the pH balancing material and the bacteria and everything to get it ready for fish in 30 days. Our first shipment will be at the end of May, essentially. So as you kind of go through here, you'll hit your air curtain and you'll go into the coral cave area, which you'll see various fish hanging out in this area. There'll be another visual barrier with a little bubble curtain here as you go into the deep end. All the sharks and the stingrays, mainly the fish, will be in this area here as you interact with the submarines and the games and you find gems along the way. There's various lights and gems that kind of glow underwater throughout the journey. They're all LED lights with conservation in mind, which I'll touch on in a second. So as you go through, and we'll see all the models that you'll encounter, and PJ will touch on those. It's really kind of a neat exhibit here, and you'll go through another, we call it the craggy seabed, which is like a lava shipwreck area, and then you'll exit out into the retail store over here. The whole journey is about 4.5 minutes long. So it's really cool and interactive. So back to the animal stuff, because I know you guys might have a lot of questions about that. We do have a dedicated animal care staff that will be here as their primary location. So we have 5 full-time aquarists, aquarium biologists, that will maintain the animals and take care of their animal welfare, because that is our #1 priority here, just as it is at Sea Life. So at Sea Life Aquarium, we are accredited by the AZA, the Association of Zoos and Aquariums, which puts our aquarium in the top 10% of standards for all zoos and aquariums worldwide and in the United States. So it's really important for us to continue those standards. We built this aquarium with that in mind, so it's really important to us that that is our priority here. But we're really excited for you guys to experience this one-of-a-kind ride. And it's run by a really cool filtration system that we made sure we had water reclamation and conservation in mind. So So all the water will be reclaimed and all the backwash water will be recovered and reused. So there'll be very minimal footprint as far as water usage for this facility.
I'm one of the master model builders. I've been working with the company for about 4.5 years, and this is the project I'm most excited about. For the first time ever, we're taking a master model builder, me, and they train us to the Merlin standards of a master scuba diver. So I'm gonna be able to grab an underwater hammer, grab an underwater drill, and repair and maintain all the models in the water. So it's gonna be really cool. We've got 25 new models coming out. You may have seen some of the small, so little gems that are gonna light up and give them a treasure hunt, up to large ones, which is right around the corner. It stands over 8 feet tall. And we wanted these to be the best ones yet. So we wanted to just update them as most quality possible. So the first thing we did, well, first I trained with Marie and her Sea Life team. And we looked at the other existing models, see how they reacted to the animals, see how they reacted to the environment. We wanted to improve on all of them. So the first thing we did was reduce all metal. Metal makes rust. We wanted to get rid of all the rust. So anywhere that required a metal framework after a certain size, we replaced it with a fiberglass framework. Anywhere we needed nuts and bolts, we replaced with nylon threaded nuts and bolts. So zero metal, zero rust, cleaner waters, better for the fish, better for the tanks, better guest experience. The second thing we did was UV coating. We UV all our models outside to protect from the sun and the weather. Underwater, they'll do too much. So we found new advancements in technologies and different sprays. And we actually found a algae repellent one, 100% safe to the environment once it's dry. We've actually done a couple of tests where we half sprayed our old models, half sprayed the new spray. The old spray we put it in the Sea Life to see how it reacts, and you can see the better cleanliness of it. It's also a much thinner model, thinner liquid, so it gets into all the cracks and all the little pieces. So you're not going to have animals going inside living there, which is fine for them, but it's going to break apart the model and it's easier, right? So that's not going to happen. And just more surface area of the spray is better for the model, more protection. The third and probably the most fun to talk about is Lego floats. It's really difficult handling these models underwater. Not many people can say they've had to deal with that situation. Now these models were installed before the water went in, but if we ever need to maintain, move, or whatever, which we have had to do, it's a big hassle carrying around or trying not to carry, floating away a 500-pound model in the water. So we wanted to try to get rid of as much air as possible, get rid of all the air pockets. In the past, we've had to come up with very creative ways. But this time we designed it, so it's actually a series of Lego maze for all the models. And that way the air can hopefully sneak its way out of all these little channels that we built. We're hoping we don't have to remove them, but if we do have to remove them, we're hoping to be much more manageable.